I'm Susan Gregory. I am an artist in Charleston, South Carolina who makes functional pottery, paintings, and sculpture, and shares in a building studio union where I'm the founder and director. Yeah, I think it happened organically. It wasn't like something I set out to do. When I was in school for ceramics, there was no discussion of business. There was no discussion of selling your work. Everything was you were just assumed that you were going to be in academia of some sort. So I had to kind of figure it out on my own. And now, of course, there's so many fields that you have to be entrepreneurial in, which, 20, 30 years ago, it wasn't considered that way. I would say have a thick skin. There's a lot of failure involved when you do anything in life that takes a level of risk or confidence. Be flexible. Same, I think, in anything in life, be open to opportunity and be okay with it not necessarily being what you would have expected or hoped for. Be patient and have grace with yourself. Just like when we talk about learning to throw and you have these expectations and we don't meet them, and then we get frustrated and lose our ability to succeed, I guess. Pottery, when I started making it, it was almost embarrassing to say you were a potter, It was definitely not cool, especially coming from an art background where I was a fine art painter, but also loved to make pottery. There was definitely a distinction. So I've been making work for a long time, partly just because of my age, and so I feel like over that I've naturally developed, a skill set that is stronger than someone who's just started. And then also I have the ability to make a variety of forms, and I continue to try to grow into that. I feel like that differentiates me. I love to stay fresh and keep experimenting. A little bit of comfort with risk, a joy of working with people, confidence, if you can keep that up. A lot of those things are what keep you just trucking along in life anyway, but it definitely helps when you have to pick yourself up every day. And I guess a level of organization, so much of what I do, I have to, all of us here, we have to think about project management in our own sense. No one's saying, hey, by Thursday, you need to have this, part of the process done. You have to be aware, especially with clay, it sort of dictates time for you. To be honest, enjoying your day and then having enough money to feel secure and relaxed in it. That is what we need to go for. We want to go for, I will never make someone else's work. I do this naturally. I make my own original work, but because I do often work with designers, or I have that great account I mentioned with Hotel Emmeline where I designed for their hotel, but even though I was considering their aesthetic voice, it was within my own context, and I will always work that way.